Hello everyone, it's GameCoin. Welcome back for some more Mario Kart World Ghost Race Adventures. Today we are carrying on with the Leaf Cup with Boo Cinema, which I think, I don't know, like, it's one of my favourites. I don't anticipate there being many big shortcuts because I don't really see anyone doing very big shortcuts in it in races. But it's just an amazing concept and they just pulled it off so well. It's just so... I kind of want Boo Cinema to be real. Like, I want to visit Boo Cinema. I want to go watch a movie there. It would be fantastic. I'm hoping the Staff Ghost is actually King Boo, but they've let me down in the past. But they've been on a good run. Like, Cheap Cheap Falls was an excellent ghost. Dandelion Depths was an excellent ghost. So maybe they've, gone through, like, a redemption arc with their character and kart picks. There's only one way to find out. Alright, here we go. Boo Cinema. And the ghost is King Boo, yeah! And that looks like, I think, a cinema-themed kart. I've forgotten what it's called, because I only really used one bike, and it's the fish bike, which is called the Fin Twin. But that looks like a cinema-themed bike, so I approve of this convo and character. Let's go. Phase 1 of the adventure will be to defeat this staff ghost, so hopefully it's straightforward. I mean... I can't even think of... I think that's where I want to use my shroom. I know one thing in this track, and that's you can go on this rail, and it's cool. I do it in races sometimes, but I also get pushed off it all the time. So... I like to mash the trick button there. I don't think I achieved very much. It's just satisfying, you know? Okay, well, if I'm ahead and haven't done a shroom cut, this bodes very well for the rest of the track. I think I was supposed to be keeping an eye out for where to use my shroom. I think it will be at the start, which means I'm a second ahead and I haven't used a shroom. Okay, well then, that's good. Yeah, there will probably be some tricking on that rail, but I can't figure it out as of yet. Okay, let's pick up 2 coins there because they are basically free. But this track is so cool. Look at this. I mean... this, if someone asked me to imagine a Boo Cinema, this is probably what I would come up with. Like, we're on the same wavelength, Nintendo and I, right? Okay, well, I didn't get a drift there, so I was not on the same wavelength with where to get the drift, but it's okay. I'm 3 seconds ahead and I haven't used one of my mushrooms. I'm just gonna have to just mash it in a straight line somewhere. This is so silly. I just didn't use it in the first lap because I wasn't sure where to use it. Okay, well, good stuff. My straight line mushroom usage is just astounding. I mean, I'm just getting tight turns around all the corners. There's nothing fancy going on here. This is just... I think this is exactly how I would drive it in a race. That's what my first run in these videos tends to be normally anyway. Just a cheeky bit of coin collection as well. Super Mini Turbo into a 217. Okay, that's nice. I mean, that's a lot faster than the Staff Ghost. Great. Yeah, that's 4 seconds faster. Amazing. Well, I don't really have much to say. Like, it was good. The only thing I would improve myself, which is what I'm going to do next, is actually use the first mushroom in the first lap to do the cut. Apart from that, I mean, I haven't got, no notes from me. It was looking good. I had a nice, I want to say relaxing drive around Boo Cinema. Okay. Shroom cut in the first lap. That is today's goal. I'll figure out the tricks on here at a later date. I mean, a later time. The same date. I usually record each video in one sitting. I think in the 8 Deluxe Ghost Race Adventures, there were a few where, I think especially in the 200cc, where I was struggling so much to beat my Staff Ghost or whatever that I would end up leaving it and coming back another day. But I don't particularly enjoy doing that. I like recording a video in one day, if not one sitting. That's my usual goal. Right. Well, I'm ahead. I did do a shroom cut that... I feel like I'm not taking this cut very well. But it's okay. I just have to watch out because I remember that my ghost uses a shroom right here in a straight line in the final lap because... Well, because it was spare, right? Okay. Let's just try and get really good turns because I probably didn't get very good turns at the start. So that's again another trick. I did this in the Dandelion Depths video where if you drift and then trick, it will obviously be tricking at a slightly different angle to what you'd normally end up going for. Which can help you land in a place to get a really good turn. Okay, that's more like it. We are slightly more ahead now. My ghost has only used 2 mushrooms up to this point though. I'll probably lose some of my lead here when they shroom. Okay, they have shroomed. That's it. My ghost has shroomed. So now we're on even footing, right? just pure driving until the end. So you drift a bit, trick, and then that lands you at a good angle for this turn. Okay, we're really close now. Okay, I'm gonna go for this coin because I like collecting them. Super Mini Turbo into 217 102. Alright. Only chopped off a teeny tiny bit, which leads me to believe I am not doing the shroom cut quite right because I did a whole shroom cut that my ghost didn't do and I only chopped off about, what, 0.1 of a second. So that's not looking great. But I didn't make any glaring errors, at least I don't think I did. So I think it is now officially time to go and see what the rest of the world got up to. Okay, so I got, I don't remember what I got. It was not 203. What did I get? 214 or something? I think I got 214. Where am I? No? What did I get? 217. I wish I got 214. Alright. I just completely misremembered. So I got 217. Sorry, my bad. Let's have a look at some times. Let's have a look at Yoshikid's 213 to start off with. I mean, I want to just see... Mostly I'm going to be looking out for what sort of strategies people are doing, so I can implement them in my own run. Okay. That is not what I was doing. So he just drove in a straight line. Okay, I need to watch the tricks here. Neutral and just neutral. Okay, so just one like neutral trick so you don't tilt the stick anywhere, that looks like. Because it was a straight line. Okay, so you land on the right edge and then drift in. Oh, and then we go on this part. I wasn't sure if that part was faster or slower, so I just didn't go for it. Okay, now... Okay, he is going for coins. We'll have to watch another lap to see how he does that section next. Okay, are we going for the... No, because I thought you could drive on that like a rail. Okay, so you can get a trick there. I wasn't getting it. And then that drift is very similar to what I was doing. Okay, let's watch this cut one more time. So just a straight line, but you also start drifting at the same time. So that you get out and you have a super, then you do the thing on the rail. One trick. So you don't have to do any corner thingies. Right, those 2 coins, I was doing that. Now let's watch. So we land again on the right edge, then you drift in. And then you go for... Oh, we're not going for the grey part this time. Maybe I was right. Okay. But we do go for it there. Okay. And you don't trick there, you just drift into it. Okay, because I was doing drifting and then tricking. But I definitely had to remember that trick there. I didn't realise that was trickable there. I guess the carpet was just misleading me. Right, let's actually race against the ghost and see how my time stacks up. So just literally straight and then drift. That is, I can tell, already better than what I was doing. So here, one trick and trick. Okay. Except I got off the rail a bit too early there. Alright, let's try that again. Okay, so you just do that. I mean, it's not that deep. I don't know, I think I was overthinking it. Okay, that was a good turn. Now here, I've got to go aim for this part and then drift up onto here. Okay, I think I lost a bit there because I wasn't drifting. Now here is where you just drift, no tricking. Ah, this is where he went wide for the coins. I forgot about that. I guess I'm not doing that. Guess I will not be going wide for the coins at this time. So now I have to remember here, there is a trick right where the coins are, and I missed it. Okay, well, I'll have to try and get that next lap. Hey, well, you know, I'm not that far behind. Not that far behind Yoshikid. I'm probably ahead of my ghost in that case. So I always have to land and start drifting. See, I have a feeling that that grey part pushes you down. This one doesn't, I don't think. I don't know. It's another mystery of the cinema, I suppose. Now, where is the trick? There. Okay, I got the trick this time. Well, that's good. And I got a coin. Okay, I'm not doing too badly. I don't think, at least. Okay, on there. On there. Off here. Okay, no more coins to collect here, as you can imagine. Okay, trick here, because you're not going into drift, but here we just start drifting. Okay, I feel like I should have been able to get an ultra mini turbo there, but it did not happen. Right, let's get this coin. And hopefully the trick? Yes. Okay, so I got the trick in laps 2 and 3. Okay, that's a 2:15, which I do believe is, I think, something like 2 seconds faster than my original time. So this is already looking good. Okay, so I was actually only 2 seconds behind, and there was a lot of me not knowing what I was doing, despite there being an actual reference racing against me. So this is looking good. I think I'm going to try go against my own ghost and try and polish it up a bit more now that I have the sort of direct reference of my own ghost. And then we'll see if I can check out if there's any other strats to learn. Because right here it was mostly learning how to take the shroom cut a bit better. And sort of what kind of lines to aim for in the penultimate section. Right, let's go. Yeah, so I've got 2:15 now. Very nice. I feel like that was not a very good shroom cut. Also, I've fallen off the rail. Oh dear. I bumped into the same wall that my ghost bumped into, but worse. Lovely. It can be a bit difficult when your only references are on carts, because obviously a bike drifting or whatever looks slightly different. Sometimes I struggle because of that. Nowhere near as much as I struggled when I used to, you know, when I played Inward in 8 Deluxe Phone. So there is that at least. Okay, I'm not going to hold for an ultra because I think that slowed me down. But I think this turn you can definitely get an ultra around it easily. Just so, kind of naturally, you don't have to hold for too long or anything. So I'm going to try and do that, as well as hopefully a slightly better shroom cut. Okay, I always miss the trick in the first lap for some reason. But I am actually ahead this time. Okay, I think that cut was okay. I fell off the rail. I fell off the rail. I'm just carrying on. I don't care anymore. I'm just carrying on. Let's go. Why not? Alright, I'm still ahead. Like, can't really complain, can I now? Okay, I don't think I got an Ultra Mini Turbo, and my Ghost definitely did, so I probably lost quite a bit there. Don't know what it is, why I can't get that trick in the first lap. Why is my timing suddenly bad? One of the great mysteries. Oh, wow, I've fallen off it again. Well, I know this time is definitely beatable if I don't fall off the rail, because I've been ahead quite a bit this time. Yeah, I kind of want to let go when there's a straight. Because that's where I'll get the max use out of my boost. Okay. I don't know why I go for this coin in the final stretch. I guess it's just satisfying. But I got a 214! Earlier I said I wish I had a 214 and now I have it. And I think there is still room for improvement before I look at any other ghosts, which is great news. Okay. I think the turns in the sort of film reel section really sold it because I missed that rail. I think 2 laps out of 3 I missed the rail. So if I could just get the rail but do the same turns, I'll win. It's that simple. Okay, Game Koi, land on the rail challenge. Possible. Possible, I hope. Okay, well, my ghost got the rail on the first lap, so it's not surprising that I haven't actually gained from that. What will be the big game changer will be getting it the second and third laps. And potentially also getting this trick! Why can I not get this trick in the first lap? The answer is because I can get it in the first lap, that is. Okay, does that make me a tiny bit behind for some reason? Okay, well, that's fine. I'm going to gain in the second and third laps. I think the issue is I was doing the trick slightly early, so my wheels hadn't quite settled on the rail yet. I mean, I think it's quite impressive that I managed to beat my time whilst not getting the rail. It means that the driving in this area, I assume it's this area, must have been really good. I didn't get the ultra! Oh well. I press on. It's looking good. Hopefully I gain even more by getting the rail. I mean, I got it, I just didn't stay on it after my trick. That was the issue. Okay, I'm ahead. I'm gonna again pick up this coin, which I kind of have no reason to get. Just like I have that number 7, you know? Okay. Chopped off a tiny bit. I still think there's room because I messed up a few turns. I think it's still beatable. I chopped off only a tiny bit by getting the rails, even though I was quite a bit more ahead at certain points. So I think I want to just try and beat this yet again before I look at any other ghosts.
2 very boring minutes later.
Okay, another tiny improvement. I mean, I'm chopping off 0.1 of a second each time, which I suppose if you're doing world records, 0.1 of a second is a lot or something. So maybe I shouldn't be complaining this much. I still think I could beat this because I was still missing the ultra mini turbos around some of those turns. So I want to try again, and then I promise whatever happens, I will actually have a look at some other ghosts. I think I'm actually going to have a look at another ghost because I don't know if what I'm even trying to change is even faster or not. Like, I don't know if I'm not managing to beat it because I'm doing what I'm trying to do wrong, or if what I'm trying to do is slower, if that makes sense. Right, let's have a look at some others. Okay, we'll have a look at Wave's time on the 2:08. I want to see how that is possible. Mostly, again, I'm going to be keeping an eye out for what sort of strats to go for. I think that's what's important, rather than actually trying to get a 2:08, if that makes sense. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so that's the cut. Ooh, not going for the rail at all. Just going for those 2 coins. I wonder if that's a lap 1 thing or just in general. To get more coins. Yeah, maybe I do need to be going for the coins. Yoshikid did go for more coins than I did. Okay, so we are going on the grey bit until we get a super, then we get off. Okay. The charge jump uphill. Right, not going on the grey part at all, just on the outside of it. So the only time you go on the grey part is the first grey part, if that makes sense. Okay, get the trick. Okay, another trick there, and a wall ride. Oh wow, okay. I do want to try that. That looked cool. So you actually trick onto the wall there. Right, let's watch this again. So we do go on the rail this time with a few more like corner tricks. So I guess you just don't go on the rail in lap 1 because you want to get coins. Okay. No grey part this time. Maybe the grey part is just slower and we trying to go for it more. But he goes for it here. Is there any difference? Because I know that in one part the film is sort of moving. Oh no. So we trick on there, we trick here, onto the wall, and then you go for that pillar holding up the finish line. Okay, interesting. Now I have to try and remember all that, of course. Oh, I forgot the charge jump. Okay, well I'm mostly trying to do the thing at the end anyway. So, let's have a look. So we get this coin, we get a trick here, go round, there's another trick here, and there's a trick here. I said, there's a trick here. Maybe you need enough speed from the other one. How? There, okay. I jumped off too early. I'm just trying to get with the shroom to get the speed necessary. Like that. That's how you do it. Okay. Well, I've done it once. I've done it one whole time. Okay, let's do it against my ghost. I have to try and build up the speed to do that then. Interesting. I think the combo of the tricks is important. The fact that we're going one trick to another to another. There we go. So we jump off, jump off. Ah, I didn't get the pillar. Ah, but that was it. That was it. I got the wall ride at least. So I know I actually can have the speed for that. I mean, I feel like I'm learning a lot. For example, I had no clue what to do in this section, and I feel like I have slightly more of a clue now. Only slightly. Alright, let's go. Hey, there we go. I did it. I did it a whole one time. Incredible. I think I only have to do it twice because I don't think there's any point in doing it in the final lap given that you're not, you know, doing a lap or anything after that. Okay, well, I'm ahead. Mostly, I guess, because of that. Okay, I missed the wall that time. Mostly, I think it's because I think you have to have all 3 tricks to build up the speed. So if I can do that, I think I'll manage. I've done it a whole one time. I'm already pleased. Okay, I think this is a good way to get coins, so that's nice. You know what? It's occurred to me that the grey bits might be changing direction. So I think here it goes down. You have to watch the peach picture to know whether it's going the direction you want or not, I think. Which would explain my mystery. Anyway, trick 1. Trick 2. Trick 3. And the cut. Okay. Onto the rail. Don't trick too early. I bumped into a wall. It kind of doesn't matter. Kind of. So now it's going down, so I don't want to go on it. I think that's the strat. Now, which direction is this one going? This one is going up, so I do want to go on it. Because it will speed me up. And I think that's what Wave was following. Oh, I had no idea that moved in different directions. It's like in TikTok Clock on the DS. And also, you know, remastered in 8 Deluxe. Where the, what's it, cogs, gears? I can never remember. The thingies at the end, they change direction. I didn't realise those changed direction before. So I hope you learned something new. Or maybe you just already knew and you were waiting for me to find out. Okay, now that's going up. I have plenty of time to see it when I'm driving because, after all, it's the picture. Now the picture here is going down. So I don't want to go on the grey part this time. And just from that, I think I'm going to gain lots. Okay, and I managed to get the bounce. This is a really good run. I mean, I'll get all 3 tricks. Okay, I missed the 3rd trick. 213,191! Oh, excellent. That was beautiful. I have no notes. I mean, is it perfect? No. But did I get the shortcut? Yes. Was it awesome? Yes. Oh, that was so cool. I love that cut at the end. It was so fun to pull off. And, I officially beat it and learned about how to do that section of the turns. Because I was wondering, because I was thinking, oh, sometimes it's faster to go on there, and sometimes it's not. Why is that? And then I looked at the, like, scrolling sort of peaches on the reel, and I saw that they actually, the direction changes between laps, and I had no idea. So there we go. That's how you do that section, and also the cool bounce thing that was just awesome. But there, let me give that an upload, because that was awesome. Well, there you go. That's something I had no idea about in the track, but I'll definitely keep an eye out for it now when I'm racing. So I'll see whether I can go for that really tight path or not, depending on the direction it's going in each lap, which is so cool. I had no idea. But there you go. That was so cool. Thank you again to both Ghosts, some epic gaming from both. I got 213, which is even better than 214. Breaking news, 213 is better than 214. And of course, thank you to you all for watching, and see you next time.